Alright, this is Andrew with Toyota Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope here in West Jordan. We're at 2869 West, 8200 South. We have the camera pushed out 121 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. This first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. A little bit of an offset there. You can see where the pipes had separated a tiny bit, catching a little bit of waste. Definitely far from the worst that I've seen. I couldn't see the right hand side of the pipe. Oh, but it looks like you have some bad grade, and it feels like maybe another little offset right there. Running water is okay, but you never want to see standing water, especially when it's enough to cover my camera head. I mean, I'm stopped and you can see that waste is just swirling around. This is not water that is draining through that area. It's just sitting there. So I was running water through the tub, and so it's okay to see some moving water below my camera head, but not when it covers the camera head. That's a concern, and that's an area where waste could build up and create an issue, such as a blockage, which could lead to a backup. Looks like clay pipe still. This is looking good. Good grade. I'm not seeing any roots. That's how you want the line to look. I would recommend getting the insurance on this line. It's not incredibly expensive. I feel like it's well worth it. Ooh, big old root. Covering more than half the pipe. That's something you want to have cleaned out. If that gets much bigger, it's going to cover the entire pipe. And honestly, I think you had a blockage when I was pushing the camera out that I pushed through the line. And so in a lot of ways, that's going to help them out a little bit. But you want to have this line hydrojetted to blast that root out. That makes way more sense why I was pushing through so much waste. You can see all that, those bits of toilet paper. This was all covered in waste, and it was backing up. It's good to see that backup I was pushing through was caused by a root and not bad grade. You do have that little bit of bad grade towards the end of the line, but not the entire thing. Alright. A little bit of a low spot there, which is not great. I would talk to a specialist about that. I can't tell what this is yet. It might be cast iron. I'm paying close attention to make sure it's not a type of pipe called Orangeburg. It looks pretty rusty on the top, so I'm going to say it's likely cast iron. Cast iron gets real rough and rusty. Eventually it will need to be replaced. I would recommend having this line picoted, which is where they clean it up with basically a chain cutter that'll scrape off all that buildup. You have these low spots, which I'm concerned about, because they're not gradual. There's some waste stuck in the line. So cleaning this line all around would do a lot of good, but once it's cleaned, I'd recommend having all of it looked at again, but especially this area. Alright, now we're just coming back up the roof stack. So, to recap, I mean, the biggest thing is having the line cleaned now, and then having it evaluated again. I'm going to end this recording now. Oh, and then also, once it's cleaned, even if it looks good, I'd recommend having the insurance on this line.